Basketball Wives recap: Tami Roman sets the stage for more drama with Evelyn. Tonight's episode of Basketball Wives picks back up at Malaysia's party. Remember, Cease walked out because she got frustrated after Jennifer called her stupid while they were discussing that silly rumor about her business. Kristen and Malaysia are trying to convince Cease to go back into the party and defend herself, aka act like a wild bird. That's not Cease's style. Jennifer comes out in the middle of this conversation and continues trying to act hard. Cease demands an apology for Jennifer calling her stupid. Jennifer continues insulting her and then makes it clear she doesn't care about her. Now Kristen is pissed with Cease for not handling the situation the way she wants and starts lecturing her again. It seems like Cease and Kristen have beef. Cease is over it and leaves. Later on, Malaysia tells Cease that she's wrongfully angry with Kristen, because she's not ballsy enough to turn it on Evelyn and Jennifer, and that they need to talk it out. Meanwhile, Tami is meeting with her pastor John Gray and his wife because she's trying to be a better person and needs to talk about the drama within the group of women she's involved with. They end up giving her the assignment to find something nice to say to every woman in the group. Tami doesn't want to be the only one to do this, so she thinks it's a great idea to put together a day retreat for the entire group for healing. The point is for them all to say something nice to each other, yet she meets up with Shawnee and asks her to invite Evelyn because she still can't bring herself to doing it. So, and how is this about healing? Excuse me, healing. Anyway, at this same meeting with Shawnee, Tami mentions that there's a rumor floating around about her ex and a woman in the group that could really piss her off and generally affect how she views the people involved. Then Malaysia walks in. Malaysia also knows this rumor. Neither woman wants to tell Shawnee because it's so nasty that they're afraid how she's going to receive it. It also comes out that Jackie is privy to this rumor and she's also too shook to bring it up. Since when is Jackie afraid to stir the pot? Now we're finally at the scene of the retreat. It's at a nice beach house, and you already know, the nicer the venue, the more likely people are going to act that fool. Tami opens up the floor and starts with Malaysia. Then Tami says what she has to say to Evelyn. It's actually nice. Then Jackie actually says something nice to Evelyn too. Then it all starts to go downhill. We cut through the BS positivity and get to the secret. Shawnee wants to know what it is. Jackie says she's tired of tearing people down and she's not going to blow up the person's spot. We know that the person who's involved is present. Evelyn says she wants out of this because she's not involved in the secret, and then Tami gives her a look. She's still confused, though. Tami says that around the time when Jennifer, and a lot of the group, wasn't rocking with Evelyn, she presented some information that someone allegedly slept with Shawnee's ex, but doesn't mention who that someone was, nor did she drop Jennifer's name as the carrier pigeon. We can all assume Shawnee's ex in question is Shaq, even though no name is mentioned. Malaysia pulls Jennifer aside and convinces her to explain her side, because the general consensus of the women who were privy is that Jennifer said this, but Jennifer claims she didn't. Jennifer goes back to the group and starts explaining that she and Tami had a conversation, but Tami cuts her off because she feels that Jennifer is just going to lie to try to cover tracks. Finally, Jennifer blurts out the meat of it, naming Evelyn as the woman in question and Jennifer as the source. Evelyn comes near tears and says she swears on her kids that she didn't commit the offense, and wants to know where it's coming from, especially since she never told Jennifer any such thing. Tami maintains that Jennifer told her. Jennifer says she never told Tami that, and that this is all set up to stir up some mess. Evelyn jumps back in and says that she also thinks Tami is trying to be spiteful. Shawnee is sitting there with the blankest stare ever, like. Shawnee is definitely upset and unusually quiet. She starts with, "You know what, Evelyn?" And then we get left hanging as they cut to next week's preview.
Wow.